Hey everyone, this is Heather with Blossoming Light, and I am here to do the September 2016 horoscope readings. If you would like a personal reading with me, go to my website, www.blossominglight.com. I also have spells and charms. I'm starting a new healing program, a removing blocks healing program, so please check that out. And I have little things like Reiki dolls, and I still offer my Reiki services and chakra clearing services. Okay, so the September 2016 horoscope readings are going to be done using the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. And please note that if you don't feel a resonation with the readings using your sun sign, make sure to look up your rising sign. My sun sign is a Leo. However, my rising sign is Sagittarius, and so a lot of the Sagittarius readings apply to me more than my sun sign actually does. So you can go to any website, or on the internet, and just search find out what your rising sign is if you don't already know it. Or if you're really into astrology and know how to do all that, then you can best choose what's best for you. So anyway, just that might be a little bit helpful in case your regular sun sign reading doesn't quite resonate with you. Okay, so let's get started. Happy September, Aquarius. Okay, the cards I pulled for you: Her Special Place, Find Your Safe Place, Inside and Out, Green Man's Door, Portals to the Fairy, Wheel of the Year, Galactic and Gaian Entry Points, and Fairy Wishing Well. However, this one came up reversed. Manifestation, Expectations, and Offerings. Okay, so before we really delve in, the Green Man's Door is coming up because we have some really important astrological events going on right now. We just started Mercury retrograde. That's going to go until September 22nd, and then the shadow will be effective until October 6th. We had our first eclipse. We're in the middle of the eclipse portal too. We had our first eclipse in August, and our second eclipse is fast approaching, I believe tomorrow, September 1st. And then our final eclipse is going to be September 16th, 17th. So there's some major change going on. The universe is really forcing us into some change. And what I'm feeling for you guys is that you have been struggling, wanting change in certain aspects of your life, but it hasn't been happening. And you're frustrated. Maybe you need a new job. Maybe you need a career change. Maybe you're wanting change in your relationship. Maybe you're kind of stuck in your life. You just feel stuck and you don't know which direction to go, or you don't know what's making you unhappy. You just feel that way. It's time to really go inside yourself, because some of the changes that you're wanting, and this is coming up here, the wishing well, some of these things that you are wishing for and that you are wanting just aren't in alignment with who you are. It's either it's not in alignment, or you're not ready to take those steps yet. It's not the time. It's not the right time. And I know you hate hearing that. I hate to be told, sorry, you can't have that. It sucks. It's very disconcerting. It's very depressing. But I think for a lot of you, there's a little bit of work that needs to be done still. And from what I'm seeing, what my guides are showing me, a lot of it is in relation to self-esteem, to your solar plexus chakra, your personal empowerment. If there's a direction that you're wanting to go in your life, or there's something that you're wanting in your life, either you aren't taking the right steps to get that, to achieve that, or you are feeling that you're not deserving of it, Or you're getting, this is a distinct possibility, and I do this myself all the time, is that you're getting frustrated because you're not getting it. And so you think, crap, the universe doesn't like me. I'm a bad person, or maybe not a bad person. That's not a great thing to say. Sorry. But maybe I'm not deserving in some way or another to get what I want. And it's, your lesson here is not that any of those things are the case. It's just not the right time. Or you need to, even when something doesn't come to you when you expect it to or when you want it to, it doesn't mean anything bad about you. It's just not the right time. You can't let it dissolve your personal empowerment, okay? Keep trying, keep working toward it. Take steps to get what you want, and you're gonna get there eventually. For some of you, maybe what you're wanting isn't quite in alignment, and your message is to not get discouraged. What you eventually receive may not be exactly what you wanted, but it'll be more in alignment with what you are wanting from a soul level, if that makes sense. That was really twisted around in my brain, and I'm really sorry if my words were as twisted and confused you. You just know that you're going to get what is in your best interest, what is best for you. And that's coming from the universe, okay? So if you do eventually get something that you're like, well, crap, I didn't want this. This isn't right for me. Go with it. Don't reject it. Just accept and say, okay, well, maybe this isn't exactly what I asked for, but this is what I need at this time. Okay? Okay, back to this card, special place. This is about getting out of your head, away from the worry and the stress and the irritation from not being able to achieve what you want. And it's like taking a break. It's like you've been running, you've been working, you've been wishing for something to happen, and it's just not happening and nothing's changing, and you're so frustrated and so irritated. It's time for you now to take a step back and say, okay, it'll happen when it happens. I trust in the universe. I have faith in God. I have faith that things will work out just as they're supposed to, and I'm going to think about me. Okay? This has been coming up very prominently in relationships for the last few months. I've seen it in my own relationship. However, that was this past spring, but I've seen it a ton in relationships with my friends, and clients have come to me with these same issues, and it's all about placing your focus not necessarily on the relationship and trying to work things out and trying to figure out what's wrong and trying to deal with the problem. What the universe is wanting is for you to work on yourself first. Okay? And so maybe it's not relationships, but maybe it's, your career or your life path, or maybe it's family situation, or maybe it's even your health. And you've been fretting and stressing and praying for change to happen in these areas, and it's not, and you're just beating your head against the wall. Take a step back. Take a break, take a rest, focus on doing things for yourself, focus on doing things that you love to do, focus on making yourself happy in any way you can, any other way that you can, and not putting your focus on those things that you're wanting, those things that you're wishing for, okay? And I mentioned this in this weekly, or my weekly oracle reading for this week. There's so many of us that have been wishing and wanting and praying. And when you don't get the things you want, when you expect them, when you want them, maybe you've been wanting a career change and you're like, okay, it should happen by now. Why isn't it happening? what's going on? Okay, maybe I'm not deserving. When things don't happen in the time frame that you necessarily expect them to, all of a sudden you come from a place of excitement and happiness that, you want this change, and you move into a place of lack. And you start focusing on why these changes aren't occurring, why you don't have that new job, why you're still having problems in your relationships. You start focusing on the bad aspects and the disappointing aspects. And all you're doing when you're placing your focus on that is you're drawing more of it to you. So this time, during this month, it's going to be really important for you guys to focus on making yourselves happy. Just getting your mind off of what you're wishing for, what you're craving, what you're wanting, especially if it's finances, especially if it's prosperity related. It's really important to just take your mind off of it. Just get out of your head for a little while. Just focus on doing what you love. Now, another thing that just came up is make sure that you are focusing on the abundance that you do have in your life. And by abundance, I mean the things, is not just prosperity, love, family. Maybe you're not having the greatest time in your relationship, but you have, you still have wonderful support from your spouse. Maybe you guys are arguing about certain things, you're having money issues. Focus on the good things, focus on the good aspects, focus on, the love, or focus on this. Place your focus on everything that you have that you feel thankful for, that you are grateful for. Okay, it's really time to take time out to spend time with your family, to spend time with your friends, to spend time with yourself, to really appreciate all the things that you do have in life. Okay, that's going to be very, very helpful. It's going to be helping you clear as well, clear your energy and clear the toxins and the toxic thoughts that you have generated from not getting what you want or having your wishes not come to fruition. Another thing is to, my guides are wanting me to say, is really open your mind to listening to the positive input from other people. Okay, when we focus on maybe we haven't gotten that career change that we wanted, or we haven't gotten that job, or we haven't found the perfect person for us, the right relationship. It's so easy for so many of us to think terrible thoughts about ourselves. Okay, I'm not pretty, I'm not smart, I'm not qualified, I'm not this, I'm not that. But yet our friends, family, loved ones say, you're very smart, you're beautiful, you have all these wonderful qualities and talents, and we don't hear them because we're so focused on criticizing ourselves based on our dreams not coming true or not getting what we want, that we really change how we look, change our outlook on ourselves. You have people out there that are telling you very positive things about yourself. Start listening, okay? Take those for face value. Now, if people are telling you negative things, close the door on them. You don't need that. We all have wonderful things about ourselves. We all have faults. We don't need to hear the faults from outside, but listen to the positive things, okay? There are positive things, and not to mention your spiritual guides are sending you positive messages as well. So make sure you're listening, make sure you're believing, and make sure you're really allowing yourself to hear and tell yourself how many good qualities you do have, okay? Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. My apologies if it was. It's the messages are a little muddled today. So, okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful month. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will see you back in October. Bye.